We exalt your name this morning because you are God all by yourself. And Father, we thank you for the Real FM family this morning. We value your presence, Lord, day and night. But we can come every morning, Father, and just lift up the name that is above every name. Father, we give you thanks this morning because, God, you are God all by yourself, and there is none like you. We thank you for your provision. We thank you for your many upon us day by day. This morning, Father, we bring our nation into your hands this morning. We ask you to cover Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Matnick. God, we thank you for this beautiful land that you have blessed us with. We thank you for the beautiful people that you have blessed us with, God. This morning, Father, we recognize your greatness. Oh God, we humble ourselves before you, God. You are the author and finisher of our faith. Oh God, we thank you, God, for your goodness. We pray, God, that you will give us faith like Abraham. Oh God, because you is our sustainer. All our help comes from you. This morning, God, we look to you. Oh God, we acknowledge you, God. We recognize that you are the great I am, the I am that I am, the Savior of the world. Oh God, we give you praise this morning. God, we recognize your goodness. We lift, oh God, the agricultural program this morning before you in a very special way. We thank you for Mr. Donald and all the other facilitators, Lord. We bring them before you in a very special way, God. Continue to cover them. Continue to protect them. Give them the wisdom and the knowledge, God, that they can share with the citizens of this beautiful land that you have blessed us with. Father, use our sustainer. Use our proof this morning, Father. We give you praise. We adore you this morning. Oh God, we pray, God, that we'll be like the wise men in this time. Oh, to follow the star. Oh, you are the superstar this morning. Oh, shine over Grenada this morning. Let your glory be felt over this beautiful land this morning, Father. So, Father, as we look to you this morning, we pray, God, for every citizen of this nation. Oh, God, we leave the doctors before you this morning, the nurses, Lord, but most of all, the patients, Lord. Somebody need healing this morning. Touch them in a very special way, Father. Whatever infirmities, Lord. Oh, you are Dr. Jesus this morning, God. Oh, God, somebody bereaved this morning. Oh, God, we pray, God, that you comfort them in a time like this. So, Father, we place this day before you. You know the beginning, you know the end, because you are God. So we ask you, Lord, to take charge this time. Oh, God, morning by morning, Lord, your mercies we see, God. So help us to walk hand in hand with Jesus this morning. These favors we ask this morning, continue to bless us, Lord, in every area of our lives. We ask for your forgiveness, Lord. Cleanse us afresh, Lord. Give us clean hands, Lord, and pure hearts, because life is all about you, God. Oh, we thank you for your presence with us today, God. The safest place to be in earth, Lord, is in your presence. And in your presence, Lord, there is freedom, there is hope, there is safety. There is protection, Lord. So we give you thanks, Lord, for your presence with us, Lord. Thank you for Real FM. And we ask you to cover every family of Real FM today, the management and staff, Father. As we go through whatever season, Lord, in our lives, we know that you are there with us. So we give you thanks and praise. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen and amen.
Amen, brother Bandy. How you doing this morning?
Blessings, my brother.
By the way, Bandy, how's Rodney?
He's fine. He was on the program for the past 3 Wednesday nights now.
Oh, well, I didn't know I say you on.
No. We came back last night.
Okay. Well, blessings, my brother. Take care.
Yeah, man. Blessings to Real FM and Real FM family.
All right, then. Great. Have a good day. This is Real. This is 91.9, 91.5. Triple, as in W.D, realfmgrenada.com. My name, Andre Donald. Of course, I'm gonna be with you up until most of the morning, yeah, maybe up until about 11:30. Got something special for you today, yeah. The agricultural program will be going with that program up until 9 o'clock, and then we'll be having a broadcast of the opposition in Parliament yesterday, in the Senate yesterday. We'll be having a broadcast of them. What we had first yesterday, but we'd have to do some look at the length of it. What we had first yesterday would have been the leader of government business, and then we had the leader of the opposition in the Senate. That's Senator Nolan Cox. We'd have to check to see how long Nolan Cox is, and then we'll be bringing it to you, but we'll be definitely bringing some of it for you this morning. Let us see, there's a possibility we might be bringing Senator Charles. We'll see how it goes based on the length, but we look to bring you as much as we can, and I think Senator Dwight Hosford is going to be live this morning, so I'll have to double check to see what time he's going to be on, and we'll see what we do with that also. But we definitely will be bringing it to you for those of you who missed it. We didn't carry it yesterday because there was a hiccup on my part, so we didn't carry it yesterday, but definitely we will do that today. As you know, we don't have Win All You Can, If You Can on Thursdays, so we'll be bringing that to you today, meaning the debate in the Senate. We'll be bringing the opposition's reply. Somebody asked me the other day, why is it I brought the opposition and I did not bring the government? I don't think so. I think we brought some of the government, not all. And we tried to bring most, if not all, of the opposition. Why? You pay for what you get what you pay for. It's as simple as that. You get what you pay for. If the government doesn't pay, then we can basically do it, we can do it pro bono, but that's based on our commitments. As simple as that. Ain't no rocket science to try to find out anything. Don't try to find it out. So we're going 10 minutes after the 7 o'clock. Is Drumstick there? Not yet.
91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul. We're growing real. From the mountain to the sea. Farmers working endlessly. Planting pride in every.
And as I did ask those on the live this morning,
Banana nutmeg feeding all. We salute the.
I said to you, hope you're having a wonderful day today. Yeah, I hope you love to all of you. That's those of you on the YouTube channel. And we just asking you to please like it if you have not like it this morning, of course. And you can still share it. You subscribed already, so just hit that like button as soon as you sign on, and please share the program. Help us to grow the program. Share it with someone today, please. Even if it's one person you share with. Good morning. Drums, what's up, girl?
Hello, good morning. I'm there.
Talk to me.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. Everything from John 14. Jesus said, "Peace I have with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let them be afraid. This is the end of the scripture reading this morning.
Oh, thank you, my darling. How's your night?
It was good, it was good.
Wonderful. Have a wonderful day, love.
You too have a nice day.
Okay, great. Bye-bye now. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5. Continue to stroll along in the morning time.
This is Real Expressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Green Day does roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana nutmeg feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada, heart of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite, real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. We'll grow real, grow Grenada, part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, agri proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe.
At 14 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour, it's real. It's 91. At 20 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour,
Thursday.
we'll be seeking to link up with the folks at the Morris Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office.
This is Real
And well, who's our manager down there now? I think it's Jerry Tamer.
Real FM.
So we're gonna link with them,
Soil to your soul.
get an idea of what the weather condition is gonna be like for the next 24 hours.
From the mountain to
And then we continue to pulsate in the morning time on Real FM.
pride in every row.
Of course, you've got to understand and got to know that today is Agricultural Thursday.
Nutmeg feeding all. We salute
To all the farmers, good morning to you.
every hand and every seed.
These days they say fisher folk.
Grenada, part of the land.
I like to say fishermen, but I never know. Two things I never understand. I don't know. Somebody could probably help me. Fisher folk, where it came from, how did we arrive at that stage? And the other thing is, in cricket, they don't say batsman anymore. They say batter. Oh no, battering is a trade.
Now revealed, voices strong with heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old.
I don't understand. Cricket, they don't say batsman anymore. They say batter.
Here is the way
The next batter in.
today. We'll grow real,
Jeez, you mean.
Grenada,
Things changing around us and we don't know.
real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise.
It's like when they say, things happening, you don't know, you're watching around. Where it happening? What happening? What taking place?
Real FM style.
It's crazy. It's a crazy world, ain't it?
Culture Thursday, Grenadian vibe.
Continuing to bring you the vibes on the good-looking Thursday morning. This is where we do not bastardize radio. We keep it real.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, Bruce Street Mall, St. George's, your one-stop destination for all things beauty. Hair services, relaxes, waves, treatments, braids, cornrows, natural hairstyles, locks and lock installation, wig installation, nail services, acrylic nails, gel nails, pedicures, and more. Call or WhatsApp us today, 1473-403-4421 to book your appointment today.
This year, make colorful Christmas memories with Berger. Get 30% off select 1 and 5 gallon purchases. Each purchase over $300 gives you a chance to win one of 3 cash prizes every month. October $2,000, November $3,000, December $5,000. Drop your entries in the specially marked boxes in store and enter as many times as you like. Promotion ends December 20th. Berger Paints for lasting beauty and protection.
This Christmas, Flow's making the season merrier when you add postpaid to internet. Unwrap a new Samsung smartphone for only $49. Plus, we're giving you 50% off your mobile bill and win even more goodies with our Spin the Wheel Christmas promotion. This Christmas, the rewards are on us. Add postpaid to your internet plan today in store or visit discoverflow.co for more info. Terms and conditions apply. Flow, we keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
The Center. It's Christmas, the time for sharing and making others happy. Come into the Center and be pleased with all we have to offer. All the drinks you can think of at prices that are unbelievable. Choose from our stock of top quality, hams at rock bottom prices, and a wide range of grocery items and prices that are lower than low. Located in the town of St. Patrick's, the Center where early morning and late night shopping is available every day of the week only at the Center. Personalized shopping just got better, so give us a stop at the Center and see for yourself. The Center is just the Center, and that's what it is. Remember, for the holidays, we will be serving you as we do normally.
Tea's Sweet Treats. There is no celebration without something sweet, and Tea's Sweet Treats has just what you need. Add fruity fruit cake to decadent chocolate, soft vanilla, irresistible cherry, and elegant red velvet. Tea's Sweet Treats brings flavor, love, and joy at every bite. Planning a birthday, wedding, or anniversary, or just celebrating yourself, we've got you covered. With beautifully crafted cakes, delighted cupcakes, and adorable bento boxes that makes every occasion extra special. So go on, treat yourself or someone you love this season with Tea's Sweet Treats. Place your orders today. WhatsApp or call 473-456-2974. That's 473-456-2974. Tea's Sweet Treats, because every moment deserves something sweet.
Escape to Grenada's lush countryside. Welcome to Valley Breeze. Perfectly nestled in Grand Bras St. Andrew, just a 2-minute drive to Grenville or a leisurely 5-minute walk into town. Immerse yourself in luxury with our tea and coffee makers, mini bars, flat screen TVs, hair dryers, and exclusive pure altitude toiletries. Dine at our restaurant, unwind at the pool, or sip a cocktail at our poolside bar. Every detail in our rooms is designed for ultimate comfort, from premium bedding and mattress firmness to lighting and a furniture layout. Everything carefully prepared to melt away your fatigue and help you truly relax in nature. So why wait? Come experience country comfort in style at Valley Breeze. We're looking to seeing you soon.
Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Whoa! Tune in on the spice side, hear the airwaves free. A night for my night. Radio C. St. George this. The people them a shout, real expression now hide, let your heart pour out. Ooh, oh, microphone to the heavens, the signal strong and clear. Voices of the voicelessly oppressed, the sincere. Them are the vessel, your message fill the air. Speak your truth, Grenada, where your heart there. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound where make freedom ring. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound where make freedom ring. Fisherman chant the blues, farmer hymn the rain. Mama shares her wisdom, youths them chant for change. The radio no silence the struggles we face. Amplify the joy, the pain, the grace. Nutmeg in the rhythm, cocoa in the bass. Real FM hold the mirror to the spice all face. Reel up the truth select and let the people speak. 91.9, no weak heart, no meek. From Carriacou shores to the Crater Lake deep. Real expression loud and the nation loves. Lyrics are a temple, the DJ is the priest. Every song a sermon, every word released. No censorship, no chains, just the soul laid bare. Grenada's heartbeat pulsing through the FM here. When the signal still repair. Real FM 91.9, the sound of prayer. Real expression, real vibration. 91.9, the soul of the nation. Keep the frequency alive, no hesitation. Grenada voice rise.
It's time for us to call the Met Office, yeah? Stay right there, don't move.
Real expression, real vibration. 91.9, the soul of the nation. Keep the frequency alive. Real expression, real vibration. 91.9, the soul of the nation. Keep the frequency alive, no hesitation. Grenada's voice rise.
Let's clock it the way it should be clocked. How do I say these days? Clock it? Oh, lock. Shucks, I have time for that scene in there. Trisha Miller, good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
How's the Met Office family?
We're fine. Everybody's okay.
Everybody's okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Great news. Take care of yourself. All right.
Good morning to you, listeners of Real FM. It's a fair morning here at the airport. Winds are from the east at 6 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 13.3 millibars, which is normal, and it's rising. Present 26.9 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 78%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.1 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 26.2 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, only a trace of rainfall was recorded here at the MBIA, hence the total for the month remains at 71.8 millimeters. Now the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. The weather is expected to be generally fair and windy, becoming partly cloudy to cloudy tonight with light to moderate showers. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up to 30.5 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate to rough, waves 6 to 9 feet in open waters. A marine advisory remains in effect. Tides will be low around 9 a.m. and high about 3 p.m. Sunset this evening at 5:43. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:18. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be mostly fair and windy, becoming partly cloudy to cloudy tonight with light to moderate showers. From the Met Office, Trisha Miller.
Trisha Miller, thank you so very much, my dear. Have a wonderful day.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. It's real. It's 91. Good morning, Grenada.
This is Real Expressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9. Real.
This is where we never bastardize radio.
To your soul.
This is what radio is all about.
Real. From the mountain to the
Agricultural Thursday it is.
endlessly. Plenty pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call. Banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. Great grow real, grow Grenada. Heart of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9, Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday.
Flow can make the season even merrier. Switch to a Flow prepaid combo plan and we'll give you a 30-day plan absolutely free. That's a whole month on us. 80 gigabytes of data, unlimited calls and texts, plus all the social media and WhatsApp you need to share every festive moment. Plus, spin the wheel for even more prizes. Switch to Flow prepaid today and get your next combo on the house. Sign up in-store today or visit online at discoverflow.co. We keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
The new has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
Hungry and on the go? Stop by Abby's Place, located right at the Sudhears Bus Terminal. Start your day right with a delicious Caribbean breakfast and swing by later for tasty home-style lunches made fresh every day. Feeling thirsty? We've got cold drinks waiting just for you. Perfect for cooling down while you wait for your ride or take a quick break. That's Abby's Place at the Sudhears Bus Terminal, where good food, cool drinks, and great vibes come together every day. Abby's Place. Grab a bite, chill a while, and taste the goodness.
Alicia's Kitchen and Catering. When flavor meets love, you know it's coming from Alicia's Kitchen and Catering. Because here, love is always an ingredient. Hungry? We've got something for every craving. Crispy wing, juicy shrimp, golden fish, tasty nuggets, and of course our mouth-watering pizzas fresh from the oven. Whether it's lunch or dinner or you're feeding the whole crew, Alicia's Kitchen has the perfect combo meals. Family deals and specialty pizzas that will have everyone coming back for more. Planning an event? Let Alicia's Kitchen and Catering take care of it. With delicious food, amazing service, and that homemade touch you'll never forget. So call or text 1-473-533-9390 or 418-9919 to order today. That's 473-533-9390 or 418-9919. Alicia's Kitchens is open on Saturdays and Sundays from 1 p.m. At Alicia's Kitchen and Catering, every meal is made with love. Alicia's Kitchen and Catering. Love is always an ingredient. Come today. Due to the inclement weather, the GCNA is advising persons in the following areas of a rescheduling to the area meeting. For persons in St. George, your meeting will be held on Tuesday, December 9th at the George Brison House of Nutmeg Museum. For persons in Victoria, your meeting has been rescheduled to Wednesday, December 10th from 10 a.m. at the Victoria Receiving Station. And St. John's, your meeting will also be on Wednesday, December 10th from 3:30 p.m. at the Guav Processing Station. All are advised to take note of the rescheduling of area meetings in their parish.
This is Real Expressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we're growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly. Plenty pride in every row, Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana nutmeg feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada, heart of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite, real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. We grow real, grow Grenada, part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, agri proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe.
Good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Christmas, it's a nice time of year and everything like that. Yeah, it's a nice time of the year. It's a beautiful, it's a time for sharing and not necessarily receiving, but the more you give at around this time of year, it's the better for the people around you. It's the better the people around you feel. So it's not about you. It's not about that at all. It's more about you giving, and you giving to people. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh boy, I am just laughing. Yeah, sometimes you gotta just take a laugh. If you don't take a laugh, then something is wrong. Remember, I said to you we've got to change some adjustments in programming today, so you'll know more about it. Just stay with us. It has to do with the coverage of the Senate, and I know most of you would be wanting to hear what Norland Cox had to say, even what Mayana Charles had to say, Senator Charles from out of Victoria, what she had to say. And I believe today Senator Dwight Tosser will be speaking sometime today. So we got to be aware of that, and we'll be trying to bring you as much as we can. As much as we can. I have to show you something, okay? Okay, right. This is me this morning. All right. Do you approve? I want to know if you approve. You can either WhatsApp, the WhatsApp number 4420975. 0175, sorry. 4420175. That's a WhatsApp, that's the landline. And of course, if you're viewing on YouTube, you can send a message whether you like or you don't like. I want to know if you like or you don't like. Yeah? And then I'll explain a couple of things to you. Do you like or do you don't like? Come on. All 111 of you, I know you can do better than that. Send it to your friends and say, hey, latch on. Come on. Do you like or you don't like? Dolores read it. I don't know how you can say you're not seeing me. I don't know. Maybe you're blind. Sweetheart, Lois, you had to do something, fix that thing. You having a bit of a problem, I tell you that. Most definitely, you having a bit of a bother. Yeah, so do you like or do you don't like? Alice, good morning to you. How you doing? Oh, good morning, Mr. Donald. You like? Okay, Alice likes. You can call too, say, do you like or do you don't like? You can just say, Andre, I don't like. And that's all right. That's all right. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Come on. Do you like or is it that you don't like? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Come on. Only one person like? Oh, no. I am not happy with you. Oh, somebody, Jackie, good morning. Everybody, Augustine Bridgman, you like? Oh my God, you people are just crazy, yeah? Yeah, as crazy as me. Maybe as dumb as me, yeah. Not as crazy, but as dumb as me, yeah. You like, okay, yeah, let's go. Button up? Well, yeah, it's buttoned up. It's right buttoned up. Yeah. Christine Alexander, good morning. How you doing? Yeah, everything good with you? Right. Yeah, button up. Yeah, it's well buttoned up and yeah. La la la. I'm waiting, I'm waiting. Somebody needs to call at least and say they like or they don't like. Let me see if anybody on the WhatsApp said anything about liking or not liking. Oh no. Now let's see who that is. Okay. Somebody who goes by the name of St. Lucian. St. Lucian, love that. Okay. St. Lucian, love it. There's somebody calling? Yeah, there's somebody calling. Let's see. Morning. How are you?
Good morning, Andre.
Yes, good morning.
The thing I just do when I listen to your program is to press the like button. And I think
wonderful.
Everybody do that, man, you will see the amount of likes you like.
Yeah.
They will see the amount of like. What everybody should do. Once you tune in, you subscribe and you tune in, just press
hit
the
the like button and that's it.
Yeah, and everything will be good.
But I want to know, are you looking right now? Are you looking at the screen right now?
Yeah. Well, I'm a phone. I'm talking to you on my phone right now. But when I finish, I see you perfectly clear.
Did you notice me before you called? Did you look at it before you called?
Yeah.
What did you see?
Well, I see you with your nice shirt. When you tie, you don't finish tie up yet.
That is not true. That is not true. A well finish. Don't tell me.
When you may finish by now because I'm using your phone to call you.
No. I didn't change it. From the last time you saw it to now, I didn't change it. And I just decided if the man is chotai, I am loose tie. That mean Chinese brother.
That's why I say you didn't finish.
No, I well finished. No, I've finised. He is chotai, I am loose tie. Yes, my name is loose tie.
Okay. Well, I respect that.
Man could...
So you do this thing. So you willfully do this.
Yeah.
You willfully do this.
He is chotai.
You have to respect that.
I am loose tie. We are two Chinese brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
So if the man could show yours, you could lose yours.
I could lose mine.
No problem with that.
No problem with that at all. And today's Agricultural Thursday. Today's his day, agriculture. So,
right.
Chotai, loose tie is here.
Good. And I respect that.
All right.
And I bless. So I'm telling everybody else, just press the like button.
Press the like button, man.
Subscribe to the program and press the like button.
All right. One love.
Everybody good. Have a blessed day.
You too. All right, good. Bridgman. Anthony Bridgman, good morning. Hello? Well. Hello? I don't know. Some strange reason we lost contact with Bridgman. So, Chotai, loose tie, no tie. See? All Chinese people. Good morning, Mr. Bridgman. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing okay. Do you remember? I don't know if you know that joke with the guy on the Esplanade that went to bathe butt naked.
No, I don't remember that one at all.
I remember that joke. I think it was George Babe or something, so his name was. And they take him up. They say indecent exposure. They bring him before the magistrate. He got one question to ask the magistrate. Your Honor, when the man is dressed with his tie, isn't he properly dressed? He said, yes. He said, officer, wasn't I wearing my tie? He said, yes. He said, well, I was properly dressed. You can't take me for indecent exposure.
I hear you. I hear you, Bridgman. I hear you. A little joke in the morning can't hurt anyone.
Well, have a great day.
You too, my brother.
Stay blessed.
All right, one love. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. My name is Andre Donald. And of course, I am here with you for yet another day. My brother is here with you this morning. Let me show you my brother. So there he is. There he is. He is my good brother, Bertrand John. Good morning, BJ. How you doing?
Morning, Andrew.
You all right?
I am fine.
All right, we have Joe here. I'm coming back to you. We have Joe calling us. Let's find out what Joe wants. Joe, good morning.
Yeah, I'm BJ talking to you.
What happened?
I BJ too, if I get.
You're BJ. Oh, yeah.
What?
Okay. No, you're JB, not BJ. JB.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, you know the joke the fella did, that's a true thing?
Okay.
You know, he was born naked and he laid on the beach and the police arrested him. Even when the Queen came, he swam across the car and has born naked too.
Who did that?
Yeah. Boson, as money called Boson.
Not
He
Anthony.
lived by Miss Romanian.
Not Anthony Boson.
Huh?
Not Anthony Boson.
No.
I know Anthony Boson killed himself laughing as I said that day. Not Anthony Boson. Okay, fine. Something good to BJ.
Morning, Andre. Morning to your caller, Joe.
Yeah, Joe's talking to you.
I am okay. Happy to hear this morning, Joe.
When you're coming in town, DVJ?
Next year.
I doesn't plan to come in the city. Only come in the city when there is an emergency.
When you come
I don't like St. George's. I don't like no city, no part in the world. City never thrill me, so I hate coming. It give me a headache. If you want to see me, you have to come countryside.
BJ, it's not good to say you don't like St. George.
I don't like St. George's. I don't like no city.
You can't say that.
What do you mean? I could say it. You don't want me to say it.
What's that? We didn't hear.
I think if I had transport, it was a different story.
Oh, no transportation.
Joe can't drive again. He lost his license.
Oh, what a pity. Yeah, I just don't like to. Every time I come to the city, I have a headache.
Joe, but you can't.
If you come into the city, I have a number.
Yeah, but you can't drive again. You don't.
And I can collect the plane.
Joe, I'll get your number from Andre. And leave that up to me.
Okay.
We stay in touch.
All right.
I will sort you out.
All right. All right, take care.
All right, boss.
Awesome.
Yeah, one love. BJ.
Yes, Andre.
The Minister of Agriculture, he is Chotai.
Yes.
I am loose tie.
Loose tie.
You are?
No tie.
No tie. See? Oh, nice to have you here early though.
Yes, because got up with a headache this morning. And I just hope by the time I finish the program, the headache will disappear. Yeah.
I believe it will. But how's it been going for the week though?
Week is going good, Andre. No major issue. We had some serious rain last week. And this week kind of mellowish in a way. The weather pattern changing. Kind of getting cool around the evening and night. And that's good for plants.
It's good for plants?
Yeah, especially vegetables. That's what I like.
I'm just looking there. We got another caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Andre Donald, and good morning to Grenada, Caracon, Petit Martinique, all the people is listening, home and abroad, and to my loving man. Good morning, DJ. You have a beautiful smile this morning, boy.
Call me because
What love?
Call me because I know I'm gonna hear you. You see?
Well, I will always, yes. You have a nice blue jersey. That's nice.
Just for you, call me.
I can't wait. I can't wait for these people to go for you to get the work as the Minister of Agriculture, you know. If you know I'm praying to Papa God, I hope God listen to me and give me my wish. Yeah. Because you in agriculture, you always, I get to know you by speaking with Andre, and his program is about agriculture. Food for the nation. Food. Yes.
Yes,
You don't
Kami.
talk in nothing else more than about food, agriculture.
Positive
And
things.
Without you don't have food, you can survive. You know, wake me up this morning, a cousin of mine to ask me if I want sick today. But I don't feel so good, so I tell him no tomorrow, please, Lord. That was selling. That was selling in Grenada. Peas and blogger, breadfruit, yam, whatever. But yam, right now, them trick and it digging out people yam, the yam not ready yet. You come full of water. You don't nice.
Good morning, Theresa.
Good morning, Mr. Donald, and to be
I know you didn't realize that I was here. I know you didn't realize I was here.
Blessings for the new year and prosperity, yes? And you are listening to you now. I'm talking to me, man. You are moving me.
So the boy is, you know,
right, so boy?
exceptionally jealous.
Why you trying to bring me right?
Kami.
Yes, darling.
Let me get joke.
I do really joke with me. Good morning to Dr. Mitchell, where you is. Good morning.
Doc, don't study
Peace
that
to
girl.
everybody.
Doc, don't study
Grenada, we
that
need
girl.
more love. Let me listen to you now.
I just telling Doc and Peter, don't worry you. You know good.
But I am bothering with what?
You like
People
that?
have to put them out in me and Peter David, you know. He's my friend, but I'm not moving.
You don't move in now?
I am not. We are talking politics this morning, but I'm just telling you. He's my good friend, but I am not moving. Hey, you crazy? You want people to harass me and comment me as what did they call you, man, again? Annoying? You crazy.
Teresa, hush your mouth, okay?
Yeah, I don't want to be much. I agree with you, and I don't pray to talk. DJ, whatever you have on your farm, you must tell me something, man. I go
Alright,
pay.
Kami, I will sort you out. Don't
Yes, I
bother.
go pay, man.
You don't have to pay. I will sort you out.
Thank you.
Take-
I'm struggling, boy.
Kami,
Struggling.
I know the life.
Boy, that is the worst I ever see. It's me 68 years living on this planet. This is the worst. Something wrong with these people. Eh? Everybody have a eh?
Get down on your knees and pray.
I don't pray. I can't bend down a minute because my both legs is bothering me, the veins.
Just stay in your bed and keep
So I just lie
praying.
down on the bed and my back. I sit down and lie down and praying. I'm praying. Yeah.
All right, darling, take care.
Miss Marathon, good morning, and Martha, good morning. Andre Donald Bigago,
Yeah.
a long time I don't hear Shoma Wed, wherever you is.
She's
good
all right.
morning.
She's there. She's there.
She's greetings to you, darling.
I
miss
will,
that boy.
I will never have your number still, Kami.
I miss that boy, Shoma Wed. I miss your boy. And Brenda Baptiste. These are people, you know, I so admire in the media houses. Good morning. And Andre, you have a good day.
I have a number for you. Can I send it to your number? Have a place where you sit down and you're drinking a glass of juice. That is your number?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so can I send
414? Is that 414?
Yeah.
Right.
So can
Anyhow.
I send it to Shoma?
Yes, I love that rather hear that woman voice. She have a, I don't know, God bless that woman with that voice.
All right, so I'm
Yes.
gonna do right. Hold on, stay right there.
Brenda.
Shoma Wells. Okay, so I just sent your number to Shoma Wells. You want me to send it to Brenda too?
Yes.
Who paying for
Yes.
that? Who paying for that? You don't say nothing.
All right.
Who paying?
Oh, you have a good day.
Kami.
Kami not
Yeah.
hearing properly.
You ain't hear what I say?
I didn't hear.
Who paying for me to send number for people?
Who paying you?
Yeah.
Yolanda, send it up for Yolanda Smith.
Okay, I'll do that.
Right.
All right, so I'm sending it. I sent it to Sherman. Now I'm sending it to Brenda. All right.
Yes, darling.
All right then. Bye bye.
Bye bye. You all have a blessed and wonderful day.
Okay then. Take care. It's 91.9, 91.5. We have the program from the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. Stay with us.
Welcome listeners to Did You Know, a 5-minute feature from the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. I am your presenter, Oslin Crosby. On this week's program, we will be sharing information on upcoming events. The GCCU Seniors Bus Tour. Now, in the third year, the Seniors Bus Tour is on this year, and Charles is looking forward to another successful one.
This year is our third year of our annual bus tour. Last year was indeed a bumper year with close to 300 persons registering and being part of the bus tour. The bus tour is here once again, the second Sunday in December, as we have said it for the last 2 years, which is this year is the 14th of December. We'll once again have our annual Seniors Bus Tour. This year though, because of the fact that the event continues to grow, we will definitely like persons to call the office to register. There is also a link you would find on the Facebook page that you can do that registration. But we, to ensure that we can plan better, we want to ensure that persons register.
According to Mr. Charles, there are some changes this year.
For our seniors, persons who are 60 plus, but in recent times you may have heard that we have formed some alliances with members of the disabled community, and we will be making special provision this year so these persons can also join us on the bus tour. We have already started speaking to the council, and I know they are very excited being part of the tour. As usual, we will have our medical team on board. We will be providing jerseys for our members, and this year we are doing caps. Right? One of the takeaways from last year, a lot of the senior members said they enjoyed, but the sun was hot and they wish we should add a cap. We have listened to them, so this year we are also adding a cap.
We are due now for a break. More when we return.
The new Grenville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
Welcome back. If you are just joining us on this week's program, the General Manager is sharing information on upcoming events of the credit union. He also shared on the route.
The route is going to be similar to what it was last year. We have also heard some members asking for a change of route, and we have considered that, right? But to be honest, if you look at, because of the infrastructure work that is taking place on our roads now throughout, right, whether it's over the hills to the north of the island, that has created a bit of a challenge, and some of the amenities that we may need in terms of the stops and the use of bathrooms and so on. We believe that the route that we have is ideal. So it is not about the route, it's about coming out, being able to socialize and have a day of fun with our elders.
Innovative changes will be made to the entertainment and may include a stop to the beach.
Hopefully we have good weather. We will try to leave a bit earlier so that we can get to our final destination earlier so that persons can find more time to socialize. Last year, a lot of persons wanted to go to the beach, right? When we got to the final stop, which was a bit late. This year, we can provide for that. We are definitely going to work on time management to ensure that it's another year and another day as we celebrated our seniors, that persons can really, really have a good time in this December season. So register early. If you have any special needs also, let us know early so that we can ensure that we plan and execute another successful Seniors Bus Tour for 2025.
So, if you are interested and need more information, please call the office on 442-8602. That's it for this week. Until next week, I am your presenter, Ocelyn Crosby. Grenville Credit Union, your financial institution who values our membership and strives to provide exceptional customer service.
The new Grenville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
In Grenada, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
Need reliable electrical work you can trust? Best Electrical Services has you covered. From domestic and commercial wiring installation to camera systems that keep your property secure, we do it all. Looking to save on energy bills? Ask about our solar PV installations and start powering your home or business the smart way. For fast, professional, and affordable services, message Best Electrical Services today at 1473-458-7927. Best Electrical Services, lighting the way to a safer, smarter future. Looking for your perfect Caribbean getaway? Imagine yourself on the powder white sands of Grand Anse Beach with a cool tropical breeze and the turquoise sea stretching before you. At Coyaba Beach Resort in Grenada, you'll feel like you've discovered a secret island haven, warm, intimate, and beautifully designed just for you. Enjoy beachfront comfort in one of our 80 charming rooms and suites where balconies overlook lush gardens on the sparkling Caribbean Sea. Spend your day swimming in our pool with swim-up bars, snorkeling the clear sea, kayaking, or just lodging under the palms. As the sun sets, dine on local flavor and international cuisine. Then sip cocktails at the beach bar while steel pan rhythms carry you into the evening. Whether it's romance, a celebration, or simply escaping everyday life, make Coyaba your home away from home. Book now and discover the enchantment of Coyaba Beach Resort. Visit coyaba.com or call toll-free 1-855-6-COYABA in the USA or Canada. In Grenada, dial 444-4612. Coyaba. Be enchanted. Start your morning the Divine Way at Divine Bakery located on Ben Jones Street, right opposite the Ruby's gas station. Enjoy fresh breakfast every day, from hot bakes to tasty fish cakes, plus a wide assortment of breads and pastries, all made with love. Quench your thirst with our refreshing local juices, the perfect match for any meal. Planning an event? We also provide professional catering services to make your occasion unforgettable. Visit Divine Bakery today or call 457-8306. Divine Bakery, where every bite feels homemade. Attention plant lovers and garden enthusiasts. The Happy Country Gardeners proudly presents their 6th annual plant fair and sale. Join us on December 10th, 11th and 12th at Nicky's and Daughters Supermarket Car Park, Dunfermline Main Road. What's on sale? Beautiful potted plants, fresh vibrant flowers, stylish flower pots, delicious eats and refreshing drinks, a selection of wine and so much more. From 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. And if you have any questions or need more information, contact us at 422-4567. Come out, bring a friend, and let's grow together. See you there.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside, Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean, and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
This holiday season, let the Monica Benoit Wonderland of Lights lead the way to Christmas at the Point. Starting November 30th, the Quarantine Point Recreational Park transforms into a glowing wonderland with dazzling light displays that are the true showstoppers of the season. Take a magical tuk-tuk tunnel ride through twinkling arches. Explore Santa's grotto, cozy up with a picnic blanket under the stars, and savor delicious eats from local vendors. Entry is just $5 for walk-ins, $10 per carload, and $20 for premium carload parking. Plus, grab a cozy picnic blanket for only $40 and enjoy the season in style. Special pricing applies for New Year's Eve. Visit our Instagram or Facebook pages at Rotary Club of Grenada Events for more details. It's holiday fun for the entire family every night from 5 p.m. till midnight, and it all supports the charitable work of the Rotary Club of Grenada. Christmas at the Point. When the sun sets, the wonder begins. Mark your calendars. It all begins November 30th.
This is Real Expressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we're growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand on every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada, parts of the land, real farmer flavor.
Bling, 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 bling. So we'll be right back. That's what I have up there. BJ, everybody see you smiling, you know, right? Why are you smiling for people?
Oh, what a smiling, always smiling, Andre.
Yeah, you always. That's a fact, yeah. That's a fact. You're always smiling. Anyway, BJ, did you listen to the budget and what the Minister for Agriculture had to say in relation to agriculture for the new year?
I listened to the budget, but not what the minister had to say. I listened to Dennis Cornwall, Honorable, presented the budget. I listened to that in detail. The actual debating of the budget, I listened to a few people. I did not listen to the Minister of Agriculture.
Why?
I was doing something more important than listening to the Minister of Agriculture.
Come on, Butchan.
That's how I see life, Andre. I do things based on priority. I live my life like that every day.
So
if something comes up that is more important...
Why wasn't it a priority for you?
Well, because I have something that supersedes that to do.
Okay. And
I can always catch up on that later. I can go listen to it. I can get a replay. I can go on YouTube.
But you have not caught up with it yet?
No.
What have you heard, though, was said in the budget? What have you heard?
In relation to?
Anything. Agriculture, that's what we talk.
Andre, I'm telling you that I think for the third consecutive year, my brain functions in a very rational, logical way. And sometimes when I'm listening to certain aspect of a budget, I would tend to listen or gravitate towards trying to pick up what you had budgeted last year and what you really implement or where the money was spent. I'm more looking for a report from the year that before the preceding year. I thought
a report and then a rollout of what
what you're going to do.
Further.
So you have follow up.
Yeah, this is what we accomplished.
This is the money we had, and this is where that's what we spend, because we're talking about a budget basically for next year, So what about the budget for this year? I want to hear what it is you would have done, and you want to take the call?
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
He's not here.
And good morning, BJ.
Morning.
Let me give you your honor. Good morning, Mr. Lustig.
No. Mr. Sir Lustig. And that is BJ is no tie.
Mr. Donald.
Hey, bro.
Right, I just called this morning, Mr. Donald. First of all, I want to congratulate the Nutmeg Association.
Mm-hmm.
The Nutmeg Association on their way going forward. We had our annual meeting at the Judge President House of Nutmeg on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the plans that they have laid out and so on, in my opinion, are very good plan. In other words, in doing the agro processing and so on, the other trying to get away from the bag shipment of nutmeg overseas and so on. I think that's a very good idea, Mr. Donald. So I want to congratulate them on that issue. And as I said, Mr. Donald, once the price remains reasonable for the farmers, especially me, I personally, I don't have a problem with the Nutmeg Association, board, whosoever. The administrative part of it, that don't concern me, Mr. Donald. I don't pay any attention to that. Farmers and administration can work. They could work with like they want, but some of the farmers, as I said, Mr. Donald, some of our farmers are our own enemies. So I don't pay much attention to them when they're arguing about the board and so on and what they should do and what they shouldn't do, Mr. Donald. As I said from the beginning, I know when nutmeg was 30 cents a pound. And when it became $5 per pound, I said to the gentleman at that time, once we could keep that price at $5, forget about bonus. And they had nutmeg farmers and arguing and calling for bonus while they were getting $5 per pound. I don't want to use the word greedy, but, unsatisfied. And I think they have done a good job in keeping the price at $3. It should enable Mr. Donald. And some of the farmers are named Mr. Donald. I'm a small farmer. And some of the big farmers are named Mr. Donald. That's why I use the word dissatisfied. Because they sell a nutmeg, they collect their check, they move with the finance, and they get all the support, all the land clearing and some and all. You start sitting on ahead, people and arguing with the Nutmeg Board Association.
Mm-hmm.
So in a nutshell, I want to congratulate them and let it continue moving in that direction.
So the meeting was a good meeting, you're saying?
A good meeting, Mr. Donald. Although
that's wonderful.
Although the problem we have at Bolio, it's sort of make me wonder. You have so many nutmeg farmers selling nutmeg. But when time for meetings and they don't turn out, there's a vocal chap. He make the most nice on Mr. Pierre program. He's a nutmeg grower. He's a nutmeg farmer. Come to meeting and say something. But he wouldn't come. Maybe 4 or 5 of us in the meeting. This doesn't look good for the farmers at the who sell to the St. George's Association place. But on and all, I want to congratulate them.
Okay.
Mr. Donald. They're on the right track.
You're on the right track.
Yeah, Mr. Donald. My opinion.
All right. What are you selling this weekend?
I'm very low this weekend. Let me see. I think I will have some lettuce coming in. What else? A few cucumbers. Well, and then after that, I'll be very low because the water destroy me a lot.
Too much water?
The few days rain we got last week.
Okay.
And then, as I told you, I'm dropping down on the short crop. I want to go back into the long-term crops. It's sort of forcing because only I and my lady.
So what long-term crops you
I want to do more, at least I have the areas to do dashing.
Okay.
So I want to concentrate on more dashing and so next year, please God.
And waternuts? How about waternuts?
I find the waternuts going down a lot in my area, Mr. Donald.
Some of them.
I don't know, because at least I should say I don't have visit of the
beetle?
The agriculture field officers.
Oh, you don't have the visit? Okay.
No, I can't remember seeing them. I can't remember the last day I saw them in my area. You know, to give me an advice on what I'm not doing, not man. I'm sorry, the water not. And even the citrus, all my citrus gone right down. So, you know, I decided I would just go back in the long-term crop. I have area for banana. I don't want to say nutmeg too much, but in between.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying.
All right. Well, and then plantains too, right?
Yes, the problem is sale for plantain, Mr. No. I have plantain and banana now for sale, but the problem is the market.
The market.
Yeah. Mr. Now, when I look at them after burial, banana was selling almost $7 per pound. So that's something I will never forget. You know, we had guys from St. Vincent coming and pack up for the fish market with a good vehicle selling. When I look at the banana selling for $7 per pound, and we the Ghanaian people rushing it to buy it. And look today, I'm selling banana for, and I didn't know the price, $1 per pound for green banana. And I go in town with 2 bunches of banana, still coming back with a bunch. So right now, it's plentiful. At least I'm not blaming the customers, but I'm just blaming the people who've been selling it.
Yeah.
And all local people did it too.
All local people did it?
Yes. So I was selling banana for $5 per pound. I said there is no way you could sell banana for $5 per pound. I would not. And I make an oath I would not sell banana for $5 per pound during the burial period. Yeah. So when I look at that lady showed me a Hannah blogger, she paid $22 for one Hannah blogger. You know?
Yeah.
And I told that woman, I said, when you come next week, come by me, I will bring blogger for you. And I bring a blogger for, and I think I charge about $5 because normally send a blogger $5 grand for $2.
Yeah.
So then some are the people who sell, the vendors.
Do you remember Primus? A guy called Andre said that the farmers make it hard for Grenadians to live. I tell you that already.
No, I didn't hear that, Primus.
Yeah, I said that already. The farmers make it hard for the people to live. The vendors make it impossible. The vendors make it impossible.
I said that, Mr. Donald. As I always tell my customer, I'm not in the competition thing. I just grow my stuff just to keep fit, if you want to put it that way. I would not overcharge you. And I've been selling around that area since Junior Revolution.
Yeah.
Since Junior Revolution, I've been selling my vehicle right around there. And the generation who left me, the children still continue buying from me. And the most important thing, they know that I grow my stuff. As I said, I don't buy and sell. Anything you buy from me, it comes from my farm.
From your farm.
And that's what our partners I don't know. So I think the development event is our own. Something I don't want to look at it.
All right, anyway, brother. Take care.
I don't want to look at it. Right, BJ?
All right, take care. Have a good day.
Thank you, BJ.
Yeah, so that farmer moving away from short crops.
Yeah.
Going to longer term crops.
Yes.
Like the dasheen and the banana.
No, sometimes that's very good, Andre. Sometimes you need to give the land a bit of rest. Crop rotation sometimes. Vegetable consistently in the same area can deplete your soil very, very quick. They require a lot of fertilizer and in some cases a lot of chemicals. You kill your soil over a period of time. So sometimes you just need to let the land follow. You plant permanent crops or semi-permanent crops. 5-10 years, you can change it again if you want to. Life. Dynamic process.
We were talking about the budget and about...
yes.
Yeah. So you did not get a chance to listen to the budget in relation to agriculture?
Nope.
So therefore you're not able to make an educated statement.
Yeah, no, I was telling you before the call came in that when I listen to the budget, that's what I'm trying to basically pick up. What had happened the year before, when you said you're going to have, 1 point something billion, and you're going to spend it X and Y and Z place. I want you to report on that. I want you to report on that, and how it was spent and what you would have done. I would want you to tell me what it is you're going to spend for the ensuing year, the year that is coming. And then I'm going to realize if you're making sense or not. But I'm at a loss. You forget the year before with whatever you would have done, and then you start off with a new thing again. My brain kind of logical, Andre. As soon as you start to speak that way, my brain lock off. It tells me, it tells me you doesn't know what it is you're about. Mm-hmm. It tells me that you're not speaking to the general population. You're speaking for yourself. But the politicians doesn't recognize that they are speaking for their own self. Ask or do a survey. That would have been nice to see how many people that listen to the budget in Grenada. Yes, a few people would have listened. Most of them are probably the intellectuals.
You're saying that to say?
I'm saying that to say that they present the budget in such a way that people begin to feel it's just, the way it's done is like a sham.
So how do you propose they deal with the budget?
How do I propose? I just told you that you need to tell people, give a report on what it is you say you was going to spend and how it was spent. Mm-hmm. And then you present the one for the next year. So you have continuity, people can figure what it is you say. Oh, you're going to tell me you're spending 22 million or 40 million on hospital this year. It wasn't spent or whatever. Mm. And the next year you come back with the same figure again and you keep going. I know you're wasting my time. I know it's just figures you're playing around with. You're not a real person. You're imaginary.
I understand. I understand what you're saying. I don't know if I accept it, but I understand exactly.
Well, Andrew, you couldn't accept it because we have a particular way of doing it, and people just get used to it.
Okay.
I would give you my company to run, and you say you're spending X, Y, and Z. You come up with your budget, I approve it, and you're not giving me a report on it. For the next year, when the year finish, you don't give me a report on it. You start off with a budget for the next year again. I'm not sure how long you go last in my company. How am I going to know you're making progress? How am I going to know you're not telling me lies? How am I going to know that my capital project that you say you was going to get done? How am I to know that it's get done? You have to give me a report, a comprehensive one, before you start off with your bangarang again.
Have you heard people discussing the agricultural part of the budget?
Andre, in my circle and in my constituency, it's kind of sad. People don't look forward to budget presentation. That's kind of strange.
But the Minister for Finance is from your constituency, or the constituency you will be winning. And you're telling me that people are not following him in that constituency? Is that what you're saying?
Andre, in general, it could have been somebody else who presented it. And people just realize, Andre, hang on, let me hear. And you say, $1.9 billion. That's all they figure. That's all they hear. We have a budget of 1.9 billion. Where you ever hear that figure and blah blah blah, and that's it. And people use this thing as a political tool rather than an economic tool.
Okay.
You doesn't hear the discussion. It's politically. It's not economically. That's why the country end up in like a drama soon after the budget finished, because everything after that noise becomes even more political.
What do you expect? He's your friend, he's your compatriot, he's your colleague, I dare say. Senator Sinclair. What do you expect him to be saying?
I don't know, the usual. Andre, the usual, talk about pretty elastic, talking about more money for agriculture, talking about lower the cost of input, give little praises here and there, maybe with what is happening with the nutmeg industry or whatever, and they go on with the normal little things. Andre, this exercise on them becomes something very futile. That does not change the price of the thing at the end of the day. And poor people who are, I don't want to use the word poor, I would say vulnerable people, we sit there and we're waiting for something to happen for us. We don't care how, with your old tacky. We want delivery. We want practical things. We want things that is tangible. We want to eat at the end of the day. We want to send our children to school. We want to give them money to pay bus. All those things are practical things. That's what we want. We don't care how long you're making your long old stupid old statement for you alone wherever, and we don't care about that. We care at the end of the day we can put food on our tables for our children. That's what we care about. And how you're going to do it, that's what you need to tell us. But you're not telling us that. Unemployment drop by so and so. You're not telling us how much the cost of living gonna buy. The minister said, Andrea, listen to him. He said that, you know something? I don't feel the cost of living. Cost of living in Grenada don't rise.
Who said that?
The Minister of Finance.
Oh, you said that?
Yes.
Okay. And do you agree with him?
Well, when a man said that my brain lack off, Andre, then I don't hear anything after that again. My brain telling me, why should I listen to a mad person? What's wrong with you and that? Every day going in the shop, ask me $100 and me buy two things. They say, BJ, no, you don't have enough money. I have to say, credit me a $5, Sometimes, Andre, a $5 and $100 and I think the thing couldn't buy this stuff, And then when I pay, the shopkeeper say, BJ, the money don't enough. I say, well, I got for credit, I'll come back and pay sometime. Andre, the mind don't understand what it is going on. And those are the things I would like to hear, a budget, how you're tackling those things. That's what matters to me, how we paying the country's debt. When you start telling me, BJ, something we're doing well, we're paying our debt, we're lowering the cost of living, then I start listening to you attentively. My brain lock onto that.
You find on all cylinders this morning.
I'm not fine. I have a headache, I tell you, and I'm trying to get rid of the headache. So I'm trying to make myself happy.
Okay, BJ, here's something here that you can help somebody and probably you can help the headache. Good morning, gentlemen. I would like to know what I can do to get rid of black sagatoka. Is it Sigatoka? Sigatoka, or leaf spot disease that is affecting my plants.
Andrew, this one is difficult, Yeah, because black Sigatoka is a dangerous disease. It's not like the yellow ones. It more or less, when it infests your plants, it's very difficult to get rid of. And that disease wipe out banana industry in a lot of places. So when we have those, we need to be very careful. We need to treat early with fungicide, good field sanitation. You have good spraying cycle.
Okay.
So you sort of can control. Because once it's there, Andre, you're getting rid of it,
Oh, you can't get rid of it?
Well, it's difficult. Very, very, very difficult.
But can you...
You may reduce the load so that you probably can get, a crop still, but it would affect your production one way or another.
So then are you saying to the person, or are you saying to anybody else who's listening, that they might want to consider removing bananas and doing something
Well, you
else?
still can get something with it, but like, for example, this time of the year, Andre... no, because it's cold outside and the weather pattern is changing. You have a national infestation of leaf spot this time of the year. You always have it. It's more prevalent than other time.
Okay.
And you need to have good spraying regime.
Okay.
whereby you can sort of maintain or control the load that you still can get your crop. Because what happens, Andre, because the leaf dries so fast, because the infestation rate is so high, the banana leaf dries down fairly fast. And then you don't have leaves on the tree to manufacture food, to feed the banana itself.
So that's what it does.
Yeah, it kills the leaves. So the leaf, can manufacture food for the plant, and the plant itself become weak. The stem become weak, and then you get breaking, and then you get toppling and all of those things of the tree, because the tree doesn't have what it takes to sustain itself.
You got a caller. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Doc.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning to Mr. BG.
Morning.
How are you today?
Fine, thanks.
All right, I'll tell you something. Let me give you one idea. White lime. White lime kills.
Speak up a little bit louder, please.
Yeah, white lime. White lime is one of the things you can use for the leaf spot, Moko block Sikatuko. Yeah, because you see that lives in the soil. I know it's so difficult to treat because you see the bacteria or the germ gone into the trees nearby. And so the trees host it. So it comes back into the soil from time to time based on the system that the tree uses, putting back moisture into the soil and taking it up again. So you have to constantly using white lime that we don't use today to help. But your statement is that, the representation and the growth of the economy, I would say maybe we need to shut down the universities, yeah? Because to me, they are irrelevant. The more qualified the people get, to me, is more stubborn they are in doing the right thing. They become, I won't say illiterate, but they lose mental capacity at the same time because they're losing the most essential thing, humanity. Except we focus on the human aspect, we're not going to get it right. We don't have love, the empathy for people gone. And so we just do things irrespective of what happened. We don't care about people's life, people's survival. A program, this economy has to be based on people's well-being, people's development, economic development, so that everybody could sustain themselves. You have to have a plan. What do you want to achieve for the sector, the economic sector, the economy? Specifically, what are you going to do to cause the job to flow, the revenue to flow? So it has to be based on people's well-being. That's how the economy has to be planned. And so you have to put more focus on people instead of focus on structures, right? Systems. That's where we are, system structure. A lot of money go in training, unnecessary training, equipment and so forth, office equipment. And so we have to pull back and focus on the economy and commerce that will put people to work, that will raise commerce. And so you have this sort of a massive turnover on a daily basis to bring in the revenue. And you pay people well to eat well. Those are where we have to put our energies. And if we fail to put our energies in people's well-being, people's development, then we are going to fail. We're not going to succeed because it's not a matter of food and money. That's not what the problem is. The problem is people, management, leadership is not doing the work because we have a surplus of food. We have a surplus of money. There is no shortage there,
okay,
but there is shortage of leadership, right? And that's where we have to focus there.
Yeah.
What we do for the citizens.
All right.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
Okay, great. BJ, just before we take a break, the person is wanting to know here what chemical they can use for spraying the plant. Can they use any?
You can use a broad spectrum fungicide. You can.
But if the plant already.
Some people, Andre. Well, that's the problem. Most time you see disease, it's there.
You're just seeing it now.
But it's there a long time before you see it.
Yeah.
So what people do, they fertilize.
The gentleman said add white lime.
Yeah, white lime is just calcium carbonate. Okay. It's just a fertilizer, more or less. It just changes the pH in the soil to a certain extent, and calcium is important for structural growth and stuff like that. So, so people use that to correct the pH in the soil if your soil is acidic and stuff like that. Andre, when a banana plant bear, like when it produces a fruit, a bunch of banana, it stop grow and it stop produce leaf. So if you have 8 leaf on the tree and 8 leaves, and you say 4 dry down. It's only 4 that is there, you know. That 4 cannot manufacture enough food to develop the banana fruit. So you get some teen bunch of banana and you're going to ripe prematurely. So you have to fertilize very good. You have to have good spraying regime. And you basically have to have good field sanitation. Mm-hmm. Don't have your land waterlogged and all of those things. And then you have to have the right pH so the banana can strive very well. Remember, banana is a big herb, you know, and the stem is soft. So it's just a herb. It's easy to dry down and easy to pick up, become very turgid and look healthy and nice. But you have to give it the right amount of nutrients. Andrea, banana plant require about 9 to 10 pounds of fertilizer throughout the life. You know, that's a lot. Pounds, eh?
That's a lot.
9 to 10 pounds. If you seriously want a good bunch of bananas.
Let's take a break, brother. We'll be right back. This is Real FM Radio. Stay with us.
It's Thursday, I be proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Are you passionate about helping others? Caring, compassionate, and reliable? Then guess what? This job is calling your name. A caregiver is needed in Duquesne St. Mark, and it can be you making the difference. Don't sit back. Step up, shine, and show your heart. Call 442-9749 right now. That's 442-9749. Be the caregiver who changes lives starting today. Don't miss your chance to make any.
Ready to take your brand to the next level? Look no further than the Chameleon Design Studios, the creative powerhouse behind Key Central and dozens of standout brands across Grenada and beyond. From web designs, animations, and motion graphics to custom video productions, we bring your visions to life with unmatched efficiency and professionalism. Need a logo? Logo design starts at just $1,500, and our starter pack includes brochures, call cards, and letterheads. Whether you launching a new business, revamping your identity, or telling your story visually, Chameleon Design Studios is the new face of designs. Call us now at 1473-422-8601 or scan that QR code. Follow us on Instagram at Chameleon_473. Let's communicate. Call us today.
Your furniture deserves that fresh start too. At Eddie's Interior Detailing, we don't just make vehicles shine. We bring new life to your sofas, chairs, carpets, and upholstery. From car detailing to sofa and mattress cleaning, odor removal, and fabric protection. Eddie's gets it spotless every time. Book your appointment today. Call or message Eddie's Interior Detailing. Because a cleaner space means a clearer mind. Eddie's Interior Detailing, where clean meets comfort.
Hey Grenada, are you ready to take charge of your future? The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union is here to help you make it happen. Whether you're starting a savings journey, planning for education, or chasing your big dreams, we've got the tools and support you need with savings, loans, mortgages, and expert financial advice, your goals are within reach. And for the youth of our nation, we believe in you. Let us help you build the foundation for a brighter tomorrow. Visit us at Jubilee Street, Grenville, Lucas Street, St. George, or our brand new modern spaces at Seton Brunk Street, Grenville.
Hits, there's only one place to be. Jendy's Restaurant, located right on Main Street, Sautiers, next to the beauty supply store. Start your morning right with a hearty Caribbean breakfast and come back at lunchtime for delicious home-style meals cooked with love. Just like Mama used to make, planning a birthday, wedding, or office function, let Jendy's Restaurant take care of the cooking. We offer catering for all your special events, big or small. So whether you're grabbing a quick bite or feeding a crowd, stop by Jendy's Restaurant, where great food and good vibes meet every day. Jendy's Restaurant, the taste you love, the place you trust.
Hungry? Craving something crispy, juicy, and oh so satisfying? Then head on down to Junction Fried Chicken, where flavor meets perfection every single day. From golden chicken and chips to mouth-watering fish and chips, Junction's got your taste buds covered. And if you're just looking for a bite, grab a portion of fried chicken or fried fish, fresh, hot, and made just right. And don't miss Barbecue Fridays. Delicious barbecue chicken and barbecue pork served with fries, garlic bread, and salad. It's the perfect way to kick off your weekend. So what are you waiting for? Place your orders today with Junction Fried Chicken. Call 417-9362 and taste the goodness that keeps everyone coming back for more. Junction Fried Chicken, crispy, juicy, and always satisfying.
This is Real Expressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly. Plenty pride in every row, Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. Great grow real, grow Grenada. Hearts of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite.
Have you ever thought about writing a calypso, VJ?
Calypso?
Yeah.
No, not really. I like music, but I don't,
How about a soca?
How I should put it, Andre? I don't have no melody, so I'm not sure I'm going to write properly. When I was to school, I tell you what experience I had with music and singing and those things. So, and that was in primary school and never try afterwards.
You're no good thing, man.
I say.
I want to write a calypso.
Andre, every independence, during my time in school, 7th of February, the Queen Ashley representative coming up in the school, and you get some cake and some soda and stuff. I look forward to them time, But you have to sing a song for the representative, whoever is coming. I was in Standard 6 or something with scholarship class, and they say, well, Standard 6 is going to sing the song. So give us the song, and we have to go home and practice. Next day, they call up the class to sing here. And they stop the song half midway, And they say, yo, somebody have a bad note, So they say, sing again. Everybody start to sing. They say, BJ, that looking like you, Out of a class of maybe about 30-something people, they put me out, because spoiling the people's song,
I did start writing one the other night. I did a verse and a chorus. You want to hear it? And interestingly, I didn't write with a melody. I just wrote. You want to hear it?
You
sure?
can play it, yes?
I can't play it actually. I could only read it. I wrote for you. Yeah, that was when was it? That was Friday night class or Saturday night class. It goes like this. Keith led bowl. He set the tone. Build the house, brick, steel, and stone. Now Emlyn Pier rise with vision clear, holding the torch with no fear. The same foundation, strong and wise, still NNP, we on the rise. Right, I write that and I write the chorus. The chorus is, the house that we built still standing tall, from Mitchell time to Emlyn's call. Green and white, the flag we raise, in every tongue they sing, they praise. Tell your neighbor, shout and say, NNP all the way. That's the verse, one verse and a chorus. I have to write some more. I feel I'll make it.
It's not something bad. You know, I guess by the, put it together, it may come out a good package.
I want to write about
2 more verses? 3 verses?
about 3 more verses.
Oh, so we get 4 verses. Okay.
We have a caller though. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Andrew Donald and Mr. BJ.
Morning, boss.
I think he might do well in the writing of the song, but I ain't sure where he put in the music. So, DJ, give him the encouragement. Yes.
I can do better with cutting you off.
You're accustomed?
Yeah, I understand.
That is nothing.
Understand. Yeah. You want to embarrass a guy, so?
I mean, you embarrassed me a million times and I still
But
leave
you're
it.
embarrassing me now.
No, I have not embarrassed you. I said you could do well with this, with the words. You're doing well with the words. I'm not sure that you can put the music together. Or how the music will sing when you put it together.
Fire for you, Clifford. Fire.
No, BJ was saying something there that I have consideration thinking the same way too, you know. A government give you a budget for agriculture. You say, okay, you want to spend $1,000 and feed a road. You didn't spend the $1,000 and feed a road. The next year you are budgeting again. You put back that. What has happened to the that you were supposed to spend on feed a road? That's a concern of mine. And we see that happening often where government cater for building a school. We have that money here to build a school. The school didn't build. What happened to that money?
No, the money is not there, Clifford. The money is not necessarily there. The money physically is never there. Do you understand? It's not there physically.
So, okay, the money for the land to do the road, you cater.
You're talking about the feeder road?
Yeah, you cater $5 million for feeder road.
Yes.
Okay, you only do, let's say, less than a mile of feeder road, and you were supposed to do 10 miles.
How much does a mile cost?
Huh?
How much does a mile cost?
I didn't hear that.
How much does the mile that you did?
Okay, the mile that you do cost quarter of it. What happened to the rest of the money?
Nothing happened with the rest of the money. The money is there because no money is there physically.
Okay.
You see, Andre, this is and Clifford. You see, this is the charm. This is the catch. When somebody goes on to a national budget and said, something, we have $1.9 billion, the population seems to think, or generally, they seem to think that money is there.
But
that money is not there, Clifford. That's a proposed budget. This is money you're hoping to collect, and then you spend it according to how you say. But I'm not telling the general population that you live layman, and they tell you, oh, we have that, so people believe, oh, well, this year things gonna be good because we're getting X, Y, and Z. That's why I'm saying what should be happening. They should give you an implementation rate of the budget the previous year before they start off with the one for the year that is coming. Because you don't tell me what you're doing the year, how you spend the money that you say you was going to spend. I don't know the implementation rate. I don't know if what you say is true. Sometimes you just bamboozle me all the time.
Yeah, because we were told that the money for the River Road project, all the money was there. And then we heard all kind of nonsense about the bridge and whatnot. So if you have the money, if you give us the
only how the money could be there, Clifford, physically there, is if you get a loan or you get a
grant,
particular
sometime grant
from
for a specific thing.
from an organization to do something, then the monies are there. So you're drawing down from the monies. But if it is monies that are budgeted,
and sometimes it goes on a special account for whatever purposes, so that money is there, things like grant or whatever. But when you're talking about money that goes into your consolidated fund, that money can move from agriculture to health to tourism to whatever. Because you may say, something, we're going to build a piece of road from X place to Y place, but when you start it and reach halfway, you realize something, the money that we thought we was going to get this month, we didn't get it. So the project hold up and we'll start off with another one somewhere else again. And why they should be telling us, hang on, something, based on all the projects that we said we were going to implement, what was the implementation rate? And I want to know if you're spending my money properly.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I want to know if you're telling me the truth, because you can inflate a budget here and make everything look nice and rosy, because you're just talking. But when it comes to the implementation of the budget, that's what matters, and that's what people want to hear.
That's the same thing that the teachers facing now. Teachers demonstrating now for money that was supposed to be there in the for them already. I mean, and that is hurting. You have people walking the street demonstrating, and you know that okay, like a teacher, the person is teaching, the person is in things. So why this money cannot be found? No, I think I'm not satisfied with those kind of bamboos from government. Look at the same minister, the same the gentleman that's in charge of the teachers, trade union. Huh?
Jude Bartholomew.
Yes, Mr. Jude Bartholomew. The way he's talking now, he was telling the teachers to support the government, and he is now in front quarreling. So, tomfoolery, somewhere along the line. You can't tell a teacher that you didn't have the money there, when you know how much teachers you have to cater for. Alright.
Alright then, thanks. This is real, 91.9. 10 minutes, BJ. You laughing? What are you laughing at?
I am laughing, Andre. Sometimes how people will use political strategy to keep the people hungry, to keep them divided and all of those things. Andre, when we're talking about, how do they call those things? Financial management and financial literacy and all of those things, we don't use those big words and stuff like that. Those are the things we need to educate our population about. What is actually a real budget and what is a proposed budget? When you have a real budget, you have the money. The housewife in our country, they budget. When when husband give them $500-700 or whatever, they sit down and they say, something, this is for milk and this is for sugar and this is for whatever, groceries and other things. So they budget and they have the money, so they go and spend it. What government is doing, having a proposed budget? They tell you we're going to do the X, Y, and Z, but the money is not there. The money comes in most of the time on a monthly basis, well, on a daily basis. And you spend it accordingly. So sometimes government run broke very, very easily because the money just not there. Or the money you thought you was going to get, you didn't get it.
Hence the reason why you have to do supplementals.
And hence the reason you need to have reserve money. So when you start to spend your reserve, and when you can't pay your debt, and when you basically cannot have safety net in place for your vulnerable, it tells me that your country is not doing very well. Those are just indicators, raw indicators like that. You can look at those things.
Okay. Let's jump back to the water, BJ.
Yes.
The water that we had last week.
The rain?
The rain.
Yes.
You think it did a lot of damage to farmers?
No, I think it was good. And yes, Andre, sometimes the land need a purge out, you need a clean out. With all this build up of fertilizer and other things, the river sometimes just need a clean out and stuff like that. And nice to get fresh, nice clean water going down and stuff like that. So it do happen from time to time. Help balance nature. You know, you don't want to have major slides and those kind of things, but having a good few hours of rain sometimes is necessary. Think about our watershed area. You might be saying, oh, a little too much for the plants, but what's about the water that we consuming and stuff like that? When the dry season come around, if our watershed area is not functioning properly, you know what happens? Shortage of water, and good quality water too. Water is so essential and important that we have to pay serious emphasis when it comes to dealing with that aspect of our life. We're blessed, What are you saying, man, Andre? The quantity of water we let go down in the sea every day. Only a blessed country that can do those things.
What do you propose?
I mean, look at this water, Andre. Water is a living entity. And we can utilize our water. We can sell our water a lot more if we want to. We can sell it as a natural resource because we have very good water. We can utilize it more inland so we can have, greater food production, because water is life. You have areas that all that is needed is water, that's so people can farm, all of those things. We can use water to produce electricity if we want, and to provide energy if we want. Not water that are turned in the water mill at River Antoine to grind the cane. You don't have to pay for power. If you have to, pay for electricity every day, it probably costs you a good few $1,000s well. So, you can use water for all other things. We are blessed.
Somebody said I should really try to sing the song. But I ain't finished writing yet. I haven't finished writing yet. I had to do something, sit down, and so I get a cap going, the writing cap going for another time.
And that's good because most times, sometimes it take a while to write a song. People go home, sit down, come back, put a little piece,
Yeah, you do things like that to get all together.
Put together.
All right, BJ, this morning we want to do some presentation of let me rephrase that. We want to do some of the budget presentations.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Who we have
started.
for us this morning?
Well, yesterday they started. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna start. We have it recorded.
Okay.
So we're gonna do. We don't know because what they sent or what we got actually, it just says opposition. The only person gives a notification that is gonna speak is Senator Nolan Cox, because he spoke yesterday after the leader of government business in the Senate spoke. But they don't have, all they have is opposition. The only people you're seeing who will be speaking, for instance, here comes Nabi. This morning at 10 o'clock this morning, we should be hearing the Honorable Claudette Joseph. Right? After her, it says opposition senator. No, we don't know which
one of them
the
are.
opposition senators. So what we do this one is that we will be featuring Ms. Mayana Charles, Senator Mayana Charles. We'll be featuring her from 10 to, it's about 56 minutes long, I think. Yeah. So from 10 o'clock to about 4 minutes to 11. And we're going to try to see if we get Senator Dwight Hosford.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't know again. I'm still trying to find out what time is he going to come. If we know what time he's going to come, then we can put forward Senator Nolan Cox, but we don't know. So we're just like shooting in the breeze, kind of. Nabi, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah? You came to see me?
Yeah. Did you find out what I asked you to find out? Can I proceed?
Yes, you can. You can. Okay. You look very lovely in your. Come, let the people see you. Come. Come so. Let us see you. Look at that. Come so still. Yeah, come. Right. See? That's her in her. Is that purple?
That's orange.
No, orange.
I'm just asking.
No, I just telling Navi. Navi, you can go for Queen of the Movement.
Queen of the Movement? You want to go Queen of the Movement?
That's my political party. You just really know. Now you do.
Before you leave, may I speak to you? Hey friends, it's 2 minutes before the 9 o'clock hour, so this is where we end for this morning. Catch you again for our final program for the year. Will be next week, BJ.
Yes.
All right, so make sure you come loaded. Yeah?
I will come loaded.
Make sure you come loaded. So we catch you again, friends, next week, God's willing, at 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. My name is Andrew Donald Hill. That's Bertrand John. Join us again. That will be next Thursday morning for another program. Goodbye. God bless you. Take care. Man out of here.
Sunrise brings the harvest call. Banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. Grow real, grow Grenada. Heart of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9, Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love and country care. Let the young and old unite, real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. Grow real, grow Grenada, part of the land, real farmer flavor.
It is real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. Reminding you, we've got news at the top of the hour, and after that, you'll be hearing a rebroadcast of Senator Mayana Charles in her contribution to the budget debate that was yesterday.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Welcome to the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. We'll have the details when we return.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Hello and welcome back. I am your presenter, Kira Gunpot. The Customs and Excise Division of the Ministry of Finance has announced the launch of the 2025 Free Barrel Initiative, which runs from December 8, 2025 to January 6, 2026. The annual concession aims to ease financial pressures on families during the Christmas season and support citizens at home and abroad. During the initiative, approved items brought in barrels, boxes, or crates will receive 100% exemption from import duties, taxes, and the customs service charge.
In the region in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Vincent and the Grenadines opposition leader Ralph Gonsalves on Wednesday outlined a 4-point strategy to challenge the current government while reaffirming his party's commitment to democracy. At a press conference, Gonsalves acknowledged the ULP's recent electoral loss but said it marks an opportunity for renewal. He pledged to defend what he called major gains for the poor and working people. His strategy focuses on party renewal, protecting national progress, promoting fairness and justice, and strengthening parliamentary opposition by challenging government policies, proposing alternatives, exposing wrongdoings, and pursuing constitutional avenues. Gonsalves stressed that any attempt to replace the government will be done legally and democratically, saying he intends to carry out his duties with dignity and love. Still in the region in Jamaica, Cabinet has cancelled Christmas parties for government entities following the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa on October 28. Information Minister Dr. Dana Morris Dixon said small morale building events are still permitted and urged the private sector to continue with their holiday activities.
Christmas parties for government entities are off for this year. We will not be having Christmas parties. We have agreed to allow small in-ministry or in-department recognition and morale building activities. So if you're doing something in the office itself, that is fine, but no rental of external venues is allowed. We are strongly, though, encouraging all our ministries, departments, and agencies to conduct outreach with members of their team that have been affected and who reside in the affected areas. So we would love to see many of our ministries, departments, and agencies continuing the work that many are doing in terms of doing outreach in the affected areas.
And in sports, 5 young cricketers from Carriacou have earned a spot on the Grenada National Under-15 cricket team, marking a proud moment for the Sister Isles. The players selected are Jaden Bristol, Kamal Dick, Dewan John, Huron Stewart, and Kane Hildell Paulson, who was named as reserved. Congratulations also goes out to umpires Karen Bristol and Imran George for their continued service to the sport. The achievement comes from the Ministry of Carriacou and PT Mortnick Affairs and local government, the Youth and Sports Department, and Assistant Coach Josh Phillip. This ends the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. Thank you for joining us.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Special greetings to everyone in this honorable house. I rise today to contribute to the estimates of revenue and expenditure for the fiscal year 2026. Madam President, this budget is more than a set of numbers. It tells a story. It tells us not only where a government hopes to go, but what it is prepared to risk to get there, and who will ultimately be asked to carry the weight of those choices. This honorable house must therefore examine whether the numbers before us are sustainable, whether the promises can realistically be delivered, and whether the path being laid today will genuinely strengthen this country or quietly shift the burden onto our children and grandchildren who are set to face the consequences of the decisions made today. Madam President, the 2026 estimates reflect an unrealistically ambitious agenda. Total expenditure, as we've heard in this honorable house, is projected at approximately $1.67 billion, and that excludes principal repayments, while total revenue and grants amount to about $1.36 billion, producing an overall deficit of over $300 million. An overall deficit, Madam President, of over $300 million That figure matters. It matters because it represents the difference between what the country earns and what it proposes to spend. And it matters because it is not a one-off anomaly, Madam President. If I jog your memory to the 2025 estimates presented in March this year in this very honorable House, the people were served with a deficit budget over $279 million. In 2026, the deficit only grows. It grows larger, not larger, by over $30 million. Even as we are told, Madam President, that the economy is performing strongly and unemployment has fallen to historic lows, the budget paints a different picture. Madam President, it would be totally understandable and supported if the performance on the ground was outstanding and produced tangible results for the people. But as the people traverse Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique, myself included, they are confronted with incomplete projects, deteriorating roads, unsafe roads, and chronic delays. Where shall I start? Is it the Grandans Main Road? I heard about Grandisang earlier. Just yesterday, somebody said to me, something needs to be done about Grandisang. The Cliff, Cloger, Molinier Road, millions are spent for baby steps. The people are left confused, Madam President, caught between song bites of the government blaming the contractor and the contractor blaming the government. Where is the truth in all of this? It does not justify the overspending and erroneous budgeting. Put plainly, Madam President, Grenada continues to spend more than it earns year after year, with little to nothing to show for it. And the gap is not narrowing in any meaningful way. Madam President, if I were to make $1,000 and every month I'm spending $1,500, people will say I'm broke. And that's just the reality. But we see in this picture here, in this country. At the same time, the Ministry of Finance has indicated an intention to reduce the debt target, which is good, from 70% of GDP to 60% over time. That raises a fundamental question, Madam President. How is it that target to be achieved if to run large deficits and borrows or draws down from savings to finance them? How will we achieve that? Honestly, how will we achieve this? Madam President, this is now the fourth budget under this administration. And yet, probably I'm blind, I don't know, a clear, holistic economic strategy, one that aligns growth, production, and livelihoods, remains difficult to discern. The productive sector, and my brother, Senator Rahman, he speaks about that all the time. The productive sector tells a more sobering story, Madam President. Tourism has gone down by over 12.5% in stay-over arrival rates. Fisher folks, and you heard my brother, Senator Cox, passionately speak about the fisher folks. Fisher folks, they are operating under increasing uncertainty that threaten their livelihoods. Agriculture continues to struggle to reclaim its role as a reliable engine for revenue and food security. The many young people continue to feel disconnected from opportunity. Healthcare services are overstretched with access challenges, long wait times, and shortages becoming the everyday experience. It is becoming the norm, Madam President. Road conditions in many communities have visibly deteriorated, and in some instances, as I mentioned before, unsafe to traverse. I face this reality every single day as I leave my home. And every day when I go back home, this is what I'm faced with, unsafe roads. And all of this is on the backdrop of rising cost of living, with no sound measures to cushion the rising inflation. No real sustained relief for the people. I was hoping to hear some measures to cushion that rise in inflation for the people. I was really looking forward to that. That has not been addressed. President, is this the transformation that we have been promised? Is this transformation mode? Madam President, all of this is occurring in a context where grants have declined sharply by approximately 50% compared to the previous year, and where the Fiscal Resilience Act remains suspended. These realities demand serious caution and reflection. And this caution is echoed by the International Monetary Fund itself. The IMF warns that Grenada remains highly vulnerable to external shocks, including natural disasters, global economic volatility, and shifts in tourism demand. Crucially, the IMF stresses the importance of preserving fiscal barriers, exercising prudence in debt management, and ensuring that increased spending is matched by strong implementation and measurable outcomes. I haven't seen this. That advice wasn't taken. In other words, buffers must not be exhausted too quickly, and ambition must be matched by delivery. It must be matched by measurable outcomes, Madam President. Where are the outcomes? Against that advice, the financing of this deficit deserves careful scrutiny. The government proposes to finance the over 300 million deficit, primarily of over 257 million from government deposits. In simple terms, this means using your savings to meet current spending commitments. I remind you, savings can only be spent once. When they are gone, they are gone. And once those buffers are reduced, the country's ability to respond to future shocks, economic shocks, climatic shocks, or social shocks become far more constrained and may even be unachievable. We have to take heed to those things. And that is why prudence is not optional. It is essential, Madam President. Prudence is not optional. It is essential. When a government spends beyond its income and relies on drawing down savings to close the gap, it must be able to clearly demonstrate what the country is gaining in return. It is not enough to say transformation is on the way and to chant rhetoric. Transformation must be measurable. Transformation must be timely, and transformation must be visible in lives. The people must feel it, Madam President. This brings me to a central concern. Despite the scale of expenditure and the confidence with what was presented, implementation continues to lag. And my brother and very good friend, Senator Nolan Cox, highlighted that. Implementation continues to lag. The unavoidable question therefore becomes, are we building lasting capacity, or are we managing expectations with promises that don't materialize? Year on year, we're seeing the same thing. Madam President, fiscal management is not simply about how much is spent, but how effectively spending is converted into real results. In an era of continued deficit budgeting, weak implementation is not a minor administrative issue. It is a fiscal risk. Every delayed project, every underperforming initiative represents borrowed time, financed by what? National savings. And reality in these figures that the public should understand clearly. In 2026, the government intends to spend I will wait for that to be turned off and then I will proceed.
Welcome you to the gallery. Thank you for coming. Please, everyone, double check that your phones are turned off. Thank you. Continue, Senator.
Thank you, Madam President. In 2026, the government will spend over 390 million servicing debt. And that includes interest plus principal repayments. Put plainly, about $1 out of every 5 that the government plans to spend next year will go towards paying debt, rather than towards where it matters most: healthcare, housing, youth opportunities, education, our roads, or social protection. That is not a moral judgment, Madam President. It is a fiscal fact. But it matters because it limits how much is available to respond to tomorrow's crisis. At the same time, and as I mentioned before, grant financing has declined sharply, falling by over 50%. That is millions in 2026. When grants decline while deficits persist and savings are drawn down, it is reasonable to ask whether this reflects a temporary cycle or shrinking external support. And if grants do not recover, where would the additional burden fall? Whose backs will it fall on? These choices determine whether the fiscal path we are on leaves Grenada more resilient or more exposed. And we cannot continue to be exposed. So, Madam President, we must ask ourselves, calmly and without any theatrics, what are we truly getting ourselves into? Leader of government business, what are we truly getting ourselves into? Are these deficits purchasing resilience? Are they purchasing productivity and opportunity? Or are we gradually eroding our buffers while postponing the urgent work of improving delivery, accountability, and value for money? It is against this backdrop, not slogans, not themes, but figures, financing, and consequences that I now turn to examine the allocations for health, youth, housing, and social development. Because the people of Grenada do not experience budgets in speeches or spreadsheets. They experience them in the hospital waiting rooms, in the search for jobs and opportunities, in the struggle to afford housing and land, in the price of food at the supermarket, on electricity bills, at the gas station, and in the growing demand placed on social support systems. This is where the Grenadian people experience the budget, Madam President. But nothing, I haven't seen. That, Madam President, is the reality that will guide my deliberations today. And with that, I transition to health. I now turn to examine what this budget truly delivers or fails to deliver in the area of healthcare. Healthcare is not a sector we can afford to dress up with slogans. It is a place where budgets meet vulnerability. It significantly influences the productive sector. If you're not healthy, you can't work. So healthcare is very critical. Yes, health systems everywhere face challenges. I acknowledge that. But challenges do not excuse underperformance. And before we get lost in narratives of intent and ambition, we must confront the numbers honestly. Madam President, when I sat in this honorable house in March, I placed certain figures on the record because they remain deeply troubling. In 2024, 24 million was left unspent in healthcare. The year before that, 27 million. This year again, over 32 million remains unspent. That is more than 83 million for healthcare in over 3 consecutive years. 83 million left unspent. Madam President, this 83 not converted into critical services. It was not converted into staffing needs. It was not converted into supplies or meaningful system improvements. Those are not opposition claims. They are budget outcomes. And in a sector that continues to suffer from staffing shortages, supply constraints, and service delays, there is no justification for this level of underspending. When funds are approved and people still suffer, the issue is no longer aspiration and intent. It is about the ability to deliver at this point. It is about accountability. Has this government delivered in healthcare for the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique? Have they seriously delivered in healthcare for the people? I will leave them to ponder with that question and reflect on that. Yet, we are asked to celebrate accomplishments, Madam President, such as fencing medical stations, installing air-conditioned units, purchasing basic equipment, and placing security cameras. This is what we've been asked to celebrate. Madam President, with all due respect, these are not achievements. These are basic responsibilities. This Parliament did not approve tens of millions of dollars merely so facilities could try to meet minimum standards. And I would be happy if the minimum standards were indeed. The reality is that they are not being met. Medical supplies remain in shortage. Lab reagents are consistently unavailable. And this is facts. And this forces persons to pay significant amounts out of pocket during a time in this country when your monthly grocery bill is more than your salary. Basic diagnostic capacity continues to fail patients in moments of crisis. Madam President, and I want to make this point very clear, the true benchmark of success in healthcare is patient outcomes. This is the true benchmark of success. Patient outcomes. Whether people receive timely, safe, and dignified care. And I ask this administration, has patient outcomes improved? Has it improved? We all know the answer to that question. Madam President, the minister's hands appear to be constrained by bureaucracy. So the question is simple. What reforms have been made to ensure approved funds result in actual care? Where are the key performance indicators? Because when delays persist year after year, we must hold the administration accountable. Now, Madam President, in the interest of balance, Minister, for articulating an intention to strengthen primary health care, this is significant, and this is very important. And this is the correct approach. In a small island state with limited fiscal space, rising chronic disease, and limited resources, primary health care is not optional. It is foundational. So I was really happy to hear that intent. Strong community clinics reduce emergency room congestion, improve early detection, and lower long-term costs. If we are serious about health reform, primary health care must be at the core strengthened. And I have said this publicly many times. And this was one of the recommendations we proposed in this Honorable House. So I'm really happy to hear that commitment to strengthen primary health care. But, Madam President, intention alone does not deliver care. And this is where the gap between policy and lived reality becomes impossible to ignore. Despite these allocations, the healthcare system remains severely overstretched. We continue to face critical workforce shortages, including more than 85 nurses short in community clinics alone. We're not talking about hospital services. And this is on the backdrop of 240 vacant posts in the Ministry of Health. Probably I read that line item wrong, I don't know. But it is there in the estimates of revenue and expenditure. This budget explains how these vacancies will be filled, how retention will be improved, or how burnout, which usually drives migration and absenteeism, will be addressed. Madam President, I say this again, supplies remain constrained. In some instances, medical professionals are forced to ration basic fluids. Imagine that. You're rationing fluids. If somebody come in with something that's not too serious, they need fluids, you send them a by Pedialyte. If it is serious, then they get IV fluids. When did we come to that state? That stage in healthcare where we have to ration fluids? Lab services face recurrent shortages. Emergencies remain overcrowded with long wait times. How many of you have been to the emergency room? I can put up my hand. The wait time is overbearing, Madam President, overbearing. And I can stand here and tell you multiple stories about the wait time. This is unacceptable. And these are not abstract problems. They are the daily lived realities of patients, families, and frontline workers. Madam President, if anyone believes that these concerns are exaggerated, let us turn directly to the line items in the 2026 budget, because numbers tell the facts. The Hospital Quality Improvement Project had approximately 15 million approved, less than 8 million was spent. Half-spent budgets don't deliver solutions. The OECS PPS support program, Madam President, and for the public understanding and everybody in this honorable house, it is a pooled procurement system among OECS states that allows us to buy medicines and medical costs, and this ensures availability on our hospital shelves, in our clinic. In 2026, Madam President, 112,500 was allocated and $0 was spent. Not $1. In a system experiencing medication shortages, this is not an accident. It is mismanagement. Let's call it what it is. And I move to something else that is very important, the National Non-Communicable Disease Control Program, the very heartbeat of primary health care. And the program addresses things like diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, cancer, asthma, you name it. So 125,000 allocated and only about $21,000 spent. Madam President, you cannot underfund and underspend on chronic diseases and then turn around as primary health care is a priority. It's not lining up. And infrastructure tells a similar story. When we look at refurbishment of buildings, 300,000 allocated, under 60,000 spent. Expansion of the storage at the central medical stores, critical for availability to ensure that you have supplies stored away and so forth. 300,000 allocated, $0 spent. Upgrade of health facilities, our medical stations and health centers, 1 million allocated, about 300,000 spent. And training 12s and nearly 250,000 allocated for training. Do you know how much was spent? $60,000 was spent. While overspending occurred on international travel, hosting and entertainment within the Ministry of Health. This is not resource scarcity, Madam President. It is misaligned priorities. We also face a growing threat with infectious diseases here in Grenada. This is a reality. And this includes HIV, tuberculosis, and so forth, particularly among our young people. And the strategic response for TB, that's a lung infection you can get, and HIV elimination, was allocated or spent? $900. You cannot eliminate disease on $900. They are not serious, regardless of how often we chant the rhetoric. Where are the solutions? What is also glaringly absent is meaningful investment in health education and promotion, a core pillar of strong primary healthcare systems worldwide. You do not reduce chronic disease without education and prevention. Where are the health education programs? Madam President, and nowhere else, the gap between rhetoric and reality is more painful than in mental health. Year after year, allocations are made for drug rehabilitation and mental health services. Year after year, $0 are spent. And year after year, abuse and addiction, particularly among our young people. We see untreated mental health issues or illnesses cycling between the streets in police custody and hospitals. Most of you see it when you go to the restaurants. You see the challenges with mental health in this country. What is being done to address this? Announcements that never materialize, my dear friends, is not transformation. I don't know how you call it, but I know this is not transformation. It is rhetoric without results. It is neglect. Madam President, mental health requires continuous care, residential treatment, counseling, reintegration, and case management. We need more staff. We need more specialized staff. We need more psychologists. We need more psychiatrists. We don't need nice talk and more administrative burdens. Administrative burdens have been produced by separating the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Mental Health. We see more spent in administrative costs than in actual outcomes and delivery. When will we start seeing real tangible results? Madam President, this is the context in which we are being asked to embrace a new hospital project. This is the context, you know. It's again against this backdrop. We are being asked to embrace this. Millions have already been spent, yet tangible system-wide improvements remain limited. Based on expert estimates, and I want this House to listen carefully, a modern hospital of the scale contemplated could cost over $1 billion to construct and outfit, excluding the annual operating costs, which could run into hundreds of millions each year. Who will this debt fall on? This debt will fall on the backs of taxpayers. It will fall on the next generation. And Madam President, I ask this administration, where are the feasibility studies? Where are the studies? Have they been done? Then show us. Make the public aware. If we pursue this path without fixing the fundamentals first, we are not merely investing in infrastructure. We are committing Grenada to a long-term fiscal burden. Deficits do not carry themselves. Ultimately, the weight falls on taxpayers. It falls on the workers. It falls on the future generation. So the question before this Honorable House is not whether Grenada should aspire to modern infrastructure. Of course we should. The real question is whether we are sequencing reform responsibly or placing a roof on a structure whose foundation remains unstable. Madam President, over 83 million left on it in 3 years is not fiscal prudence. It is missed opportunity. And missed opportunity in healthcare have consequences. And those consequences are not measured in spreadsheets, but in delayed treatments, exhausted healthcare workers, families forced to wait, and the loss of lives. So I ask, what measurable improvements in healthcare delivery can be directly traced to funds already approved? How exactly will this budget address chronic staffing shortages and retention? Where are the targets and accountability mechanisms to ensure we are not repeating these same figures next year? Where are those things? Madam President, healthcare reform cannot be rhetorical. It must be practical and rooted in execution, supported by systems that allow ministers to act, not merely to announce. Because when healthcare fails, the cost is not abstract. It is lived, it is felt, and it is remembered. And trust me, it will be remembered. With this, Madam President, I now shift my focus to the youth sector. And I do so not only as a senator in this honorable House, but as a young person living through the very realities this budget claims to address. Youth policy is not abstract to us. It determines whether we feel hopeful or expendable. It determines whether we feel protected. A nation's youth policy is not judged by press releases or institutional reshuffles. It is judged by how many young people are productively engaged. And what is that number? What is the number of young people today who are productively engaged? It is also judged by how confident families are that their children will not be claimed by crime, despair, or desperation. The 2026 budget speaks of youth empowerment as a pillar of transformation. New frameworks are proposed, programs are reorganized, yet when we examine the figures, a different story emerges. one that demands scrutiny, and honest scrutiny that is. While this administration makes claims of consolidating youth programs under a new agency, the allocation to youth and sports have been significantly cut. This is what the numbers say. This is what the budget says. In practical terms, Madam President, 44 million was allocated for 2025, yet only 22 million was spent. And for 2026, the youth allocation is cut by about $16 million under the disguise of reorganization. Reorganization, Madam President, is not expansion. Consolidation is not growth. And dispersing youth spending across ministries, as you have claimed, does not automatically translate into opportunity on the ground. The reality is that at a time when social pressure is increasing, the scale of direct youth investment is shrinking. They're going in the opposite directions. And, Madam President, we have browsed the recurrent expenditure, which include things like salaries, across most other ministries. We don't see an increase. So where are these young people accounted for? How do you justify slashing the youth budget? Madam President, we cannot talk, but the numbers never lie. They tell the real story. And everything is in between the lines in the budget. It tells the real story. I'm not making anything up. This is what was presented to us. And this leads to a fundamental and unavoidable question. Is this budget genuinely expanding opportunity for young people? Or is it managing scarcity while asking our young people to wait? Are they the ones paying the price for mismanagement? When we look deeper into the estimates, it lacks clarity. There is little indication of how many young people will move into permanent employment as a direct result of the 2026 youth spending. There is no clear breakdown of what wage levels these jobs will sustain or how many youth-supported businesses are expected to survive beyond the startup phase. Small business initiatives, Madam President, without markets, without capital depth, and sustained mentoring becomes a gamble. This is not policy. This is a gamble with our young people. Across our communities, youth and antisocial behavior is rising. This is a reality. Families see it, the schools see it, law enforcement sees it. Yet, when we review the 2026 youth allocations, there are no measurable coordination between youth programs, national security, education, and social development. How are we addressing those problems? Madam President, young people who feel excluded do not remain idle. They become vulnerable. They become recruitable. They become statistics. And this budget does not sufficiently answer the question of what happens to people who fall outside of structured programs, those who are no longer eligible for trainee initiatives, those without formal certification but full of ambition and potential, and those growing up in communities where opportunity is scarce but temptation is constant. The urgency is sharpened by the wider fiscal reality we face. This is a deficit budget, as I mentioned before, financed in part by drawing down on national savings. In such circumstances, every dollar spent must carry real results. It must make a difference. So, Madam President, I just want clarity on which programs specifically target at-risk young men and women, and how is success defined and reported beyond participation numbers? So how do you define success in these programs? Madam President, I want to, at this point, take the opportunity to commend and acknowledge the achievements of our young athletes who continue to excel and represent Grenada with pride. I also acknowledge the Minister's statement that 40 Mani participants gained permanent engagement as coaches, but today I heard a different story, right, in terms of that. While this is a step in the right direction, 40 permanent roles do not meet the scale of the challenges confronting us. Madam President, it does not meet that scale. So where are the measures to address those challenges that we are confronted with. Madam President, youth policy delayed is youth potential denied. If we fail to invest with urgency now, this country will pay later through fractured communities. This is not ideology. And that, Madam President, is the standard by which this youth budget must be judged. With this, I want to move on quickly. And, now I'm going to speak a little bit on housing. Housing is where economic policy becomes personal. It is where the cost of living is felt sharply. And it is where government performance is judged not in words, but in keys handed over to families. In small states like ours, housing policy is not merely about structures. It is about dignity, it is about stability, and it empowers citizens to plan their lives with confidence and comfort. Once again, Madam President, like the other ministries, the figures tell a different story from what is actually happening. And I want to begin with Project 500, which was presented to the nation as a flagship solution to affordable and access to housing. To date, Madam President, only 17 model homes are scheduled to be completed by the end of the year, and I assume that these will be sold at the end of the project. Let us be clear. Model homes are typically built in small numbers. When you build in models, you're building 2, 3 for viewing purposes. 17 model homes, 17 homes for viewing is not acceleration. In my humble view, Madam President, is a waste of time and resources. More elements still, Madam President, approximately 14 million has already been spent on the Project 500, and we are told by the end of the year we will see 17 model homes. That is all we have to show for $14 million? 17 model homes? Madam President, no keys have been handed over, just have model homes to show for it, 17. So, Madam President, these figures do not align with what is on the ground in Dunfermline. By any reasonable measure, this represents an extraordinary cost per unit. Additionally, 17 homes out of a promised 500 a year represents an implementation rate of less than 3%. That is not slow progress, it is failure. No private contractor, no community organization, no international partner would be allowed to continue under such performance without serious intervention. Less than 3% is a report card. The scale of unmet need makes this even more indefensible. There are approximately 6,000 applicants seeking housing. Even the full delivery of 500 homes would meet at least 8% of the current demand and the projected satisfaction rate. Madam President, this is not a solution. It is a placeholder. It is a drop in the bucket. And it is undelivered promises. Madam President, the picture does not improve when we examine the Build Back Better program that was introduced to strengthen resilience and assist families affected by Hurricane Beryl. The program has been plagued by slow delivery, misappropriation, poor management, and widespread frustration on the ground. Too many families remain in vulnerable structures. And once again, Madam President, Peter Martinic appears to have been sidelined the most. Housing recovery on that island has lagged badly, with residents feeling forgotten and treated as an afterthought. Madam President, resilience cannot be selective. Resilience cannot be selective. National recovery must meet all communities, not just those easiest to reach. And we've heard that. The reason why it is so slow, because it's difficult to reach apparently. This cannot be the reason, Madam President. It cannot be. And I now turn to the matter of the Chinese-built apartment units, generously donated by the government and people of China for the express purpose of providing housing for low-income families. Yet, Madam President, based on what the public observes, many of these units appear to be unoccupied. And there is widespread uncertainty regarding those units. And I asked, who were the beneficiaries of these units? Were they Grenadian citizens? And were they means tested as low-income households? If units remain unoccupied, what is the justification for denying access while housing demand continues to grow? There is no justification for that. No matter what is said, this cannot be justified. The people deserve transparency, and the people need real answers regarding these units. Madam President, underperforming housing policy actively undermines social stability. Solutions exist, but it requires seriousness and skill. You know, and one of the things that I implore my friends to do is to identify suitable non-agricultural lands for affordable housing development. Land access is a major cost driver, and without deliberate planning, affordability will remain out of reach for the average Grenadian. Second, government can pursue initiative mutual assistance models successfully implemented in other Caribbean countries, where beneficiaries participate directly in the construction process. A true partnership, Madam President. This approach reduces costs and accelerates delivery, while at the same time keeps money circulating in the economy. Madam President, a housing program that spends $14 million to deliver 17 model homes does not reflect transformation. It reflects weak planning, poor execution, and mismanagement. And I asked, and probably my friend will be able to tell me this after, where did the 14 million go? What is the true cost? What is the true per unit cost on the Project 500? How many families will actually receive keys? And when will they receive those keys? Madam President, until delivery replaces rhetoric, this housing agenda remains unfinished and is evidently inadequate to meet the current demand. And Madam President, as we establish social and community development, you know, this is a ministry where the government's conscience and compassion is tested. It is here, more than anywhere else, to reveal whether care for the vulnerable is a lived commitment or simply a well-written paragraph in a budget statement. This is where the conscience is tested and compassion. The 2026 budget statement speaks eloquently about inclusion, fairness, and leaving no one behind. And we've heard it here today. We hear of policies, frameworks, consultations, and future implementation. And Madam President, it is only fair that this honorable House acknowledges those intentions. The development of a national social protection policy, the modernization of seed payments through the benefit card are all positive in principle. But, Madam President, social development is not judged by intention alone. It is judged by timing, delivery, and reach. And that is where concern begins. Despite the scale of need across communities, this ministry continues to exhibit serious underspending, with more than 15 million left unutilized. And this comes at a time when poverty pressures are rising, cost of living remains high, and demand for social support is growing. Underspending in social development is not fiscal prudence, it is policy failure. And, Madam President, this is not an abstract concern. Every dollar left unspent in this ministry represents something. It represents a household that did not receive support, a vulnerable individual left behind, a community project that never left the drawing board. Nowhere is this contradiction more glaring than in the line item called Community Self-Help Program. Madam President, this program stands out, not for transparency, but for confusion. In the last budget, $6 million was allocated for Community Self-Help Program, yet $12 million was spent. The amount spent was double the amount approved. And I raised this issue in my previous contribution in this Honorable House in March. I asked for clarity. Madam President, I received none. What is the Community Self-Help Program? What does it entail? Why there is 100% overspending in that area? What is it really for? So, Madam President, I ask again on record, what exactly is the community self-help program? Which communities benefited? What criteria are used to allocate funds? Why did spending exceed the approved allocation by nearly 100%? At the same time, Madam President, other program areas within social development remain under-resourced and under-executed, including long-standing needs in child protection, community infrastructure, and support for at-risk families. Madam President, delay in social support increases exposure to homelessness, exploitation, and crime. These realities link directly to the pressures we see in the justice systems. Madam President, social development is the last line of defense when all other systems fails. It is our last line of defense. When housing fails, social development feels the pressure. When youth policy fails, social development absorbs the fallout. When health systems are strained, social development carries the emotional and financial burden. And that is why this ministry cannot afford weak delivery, vague line items, and unexplained overspending. So I ask, how will government ensure that social development allocations are effectively utilized in 2026? What controls are in place to prevent repeat overspending on ambiguous line items? And how will outcomes in this ministry be tracked? Madam President, compassion without accountability is negligence. And this is what we are seeing here. And if we are serious about building a fair, inclusive Grenada, then social development must be delivered with the same urgency, discipline, and transparency that we demand in every other sector. Because for the families depending on this ministry, there is no margin for error. And time is running out for promises that arrive after the damage has already been done. And Madam President, there is a lot of damage that has already been done in our communities. It is loud. It is loud. You know, I heard something earlier, you know, the diaspora say we're doing good. What are people in Grenada saying? What are they saying about the performance? The people who are living here, they are the ones, and it is not good. Madam President, when all the numbers are stripped away, when the speeches fade and the rhetoric quiets, this is what remains. A nation spending more than what it earns, drawing down on savings faster than it rebuilds them, and asking its people to be patient while systems struggle to deliver. Madam President, I have patience, you know. But up to a certain point, after a certain point, you get tired. Patience run out. Budgets are not neutral instruments. They are statements of priority, urgency, and of responsibility. And when deficits grow, buffers shrink, and implementation lags, a fundamental question must be answered. Who bears the risk of this shortfall? Because it is never the spreadsheet that absorbs the shock. It is the worker, it is the taxpayer, it is the young person, the patient, the homeowner, the vulnerable family, and ultimately the next generation will be absorbing the shocks of the decisions being made today. This is the reality. And this is the young people we claim to love and say there is sobering opportunities. They are the ones that are going to absorb the shock, you know, of the decisions being made today. Across health, youth, housing, and social development, a single thread connects the evidence placed before this honorable house. Talk is outpacing execution. Social media posts is outpacing execution. It is a reality. Money is approved but not spent. This is the overall theme we saw. And there are certain items where there was significant overspending. Significant overspending. You're talking about an increase of over $50 million if we look at certain offices. Programs are announced but not delivered. Institutions are reorganized while outcomes remain unchanged. So we're spending a whole bunch of money in administration, doing reorganization, but the outcomes doesn't change. What is the point of that? We cannot modernize a country by press release or social media. We certainly cannot govern by talk alone. Reform must show up in the hospital wards, in safer communities, in keys handed over to families, and in opportunities that keep young people invested in the future of this nation. Anything less is not transformation. It is postponement, financed on borrowed time. This is what we are seeing. Madam President, Grenada does not need perfection, but it does require prudence. We require discipline, and we require honesty, Madam President. It requires a government prepared not only to announce, but to implement, not only to spend, but to measure, not only to borrow, but to account. The choices made in this 2026 budget will echo far beyond this financial year. Madam President, public confidence is thinning. This is the reality. Patience is wearing out. And for some, the patience is gone. And Madam President, because of this, the consequences are permanent. And for a lot of families and communities, the consequences are painful. So, Madam President, I end with a plea. A plea on behalf of every Grenadian. I implore that this administration come back to this parliament with achievements that matter, achievements that touch lives and impact the greatest number possible, not a select few. Come back to this parliament with results that people can feel in their homes, in their communities, in the hospitals, and most importantly, with results that people can feel in their pockets. Madam President, and I'm going to say this constitutionally.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Special greetings to everyone. Protection, community honesty. And there is no justification in any democracy for a government that spends without proper account to its people. Before I resume my seat, Madam President, I implore my friends, let's be accountable. Let's have measurable outcomes, things that the people can actually feel. Madam President, at this time, and as we approach the festive season, I wish you, the parliamentary staff, all honorable senators, and the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique a joyous, peaceful, and prosperous season. And may the coming year bring renewed hope, good health, and collective resolve to build a country that truly works for all. Right? Let us build a country that works for all, not some. And with this, thank you, Madam President.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside, Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean, and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
This holiday season, let the Monica Benoit Wonderland of Lights lead the way to November 30th.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N